Hey, what's going on, guys? From on my old video, how to mail merge using Excel file as data source, I showed you how to perform mail merge manually with Excel file as the data source. But one of the drawback is that when you try to print mail merge output as PDF file, the PDF file combines all the pages or all the records into one single file. So essentially, the mail merge feature was initially meant to be used as like printing document user printer, but these days, we don't print anymore, and most of the time we save everything as a file. So in this video, I want to show you how we can overcome that drawback to use VBA to perform mail merge to save all the records as individual PDF file, and as well as save each record as individual Word document. So you might be a little bit confused what I'm talking about right now if you have never used mail merge before. So let me show you an example. So here I have a Word document that's already connected to a data source, and if I go to mailings tab, actually I took that back, so let me reconnect to the Excel file as my data source. And here I'm going to navigate to my Excel file. Here's my Excel file, and also work as my data source file. In this Excel file, I have a worksheet called database. And let me just go ahead and connect to that worksheet. So this Word document has already been mapped to the data source file. So if I click on preview result, and as you can see that all the fields highlighted are linked to my Excel file. And if I navigate to the next record, you can see that the name of the company changes. So now, one of the things I was saying that when you print the mail merge as PDF file, so let me go ahead and finish the merge. And I'm going to print this document. And I'm going to print all records. So for my Excel file, I have 6 records total. Now if I try to print all records as a PDF file, and here I set my printer to Adobe PDF, and I'm going to save this PDF file in my destination folder. And save. So as you can see that so Excel creates one single PDF file and with 24 pages, and because each document has 4 pages, and 4 times 6 is 24 pages total. So now that's for the first record, which is Apple, and the second record is Microsoft. I mean, you can manually separate each record one by one. Imagine that if you have, let's say, 20 records that you need to separate the pages one by one, and that's going to be very time consuming. So that's why I want to show you this VBA automation that I wrote to generate each record as their own individual file. So let me just give you a quick demo what are we going to be creating. So if we go to views, and there's a macros session, and inside this macro I have a macro called test run, and we'll rename these later. So if I click on run, and as you can see that right now my screen is flashing, that means the VBA macro is basically iterate each record one by one and save all the records as their own individual Word document. So here's Apple, and if we navigate to the last page in this Word document, you can see that the file is saved correctly with just 4 pages. And if I open another Word document, let's say Google, and this is the Word document for Google. Now let's go ahead and learn how to write this VBA automation to automate mail merge. Now over here, I have a clean Word document. And so I basically download this template from Microsoft Outlook template website. You can use any Word documents you want. But before we begin, I just want to say that before we start this tutorial, and this topic is going to be more towards advanced users, someone who has knowledge of using mail merge, and as well as has performed simple macro or writing simple macro before. So I just want to point that out. Otherwise, throughout this tutorial, you're going to be very confused about what I'm doing. So anyway, so here's my Word documents, and this Word document has been linked to my Excel data source file, as well as the fields I already mapped to the Excel file. As you can see that right now, my edit reception list option and highlight merge field is disabled, and that's because when I open my Excel file, so let me open my document again. Usually when you open a Word document that has been connected to a data source, and this is the pop-up that I'm going to see. But since we're using Excel VBA to automate this process, so I'm going to basically just demonstrate how we can not needing this process at all. So I'm going to click on No, and now that's going to disconnect the data source from this Word document. Now let's open our VBA window by using the shortcut Alt F11. Now the first thing we need to do is we need to insert a new module. And here, this is optional. I'm going to call this module M, mail merge. M stands for module. That way that I can quickly identify the purpose of the module. Now to start, I'm going to create two constant variables that is going to store the target folder directory, as well as the source file path directory. And for the target folder, I'm going to call this variable folder underscore save, a string. And here I'm going to grab my destination for the file path. And actually, I'm going to close my project window, so that way that we have a little bit more room to work with. And the second constant variable is going to be called source file path, and this is going to be our source file location. Here, and I'm going to grab the Excel file data source directory and just paste over here. Okay, now let's go ahead and create our subroutine. And I'm going to call this subroutine mail merge automation. And I'm going to create two document object variable. And the first one is going to be the main doc as document, and the target doc as document. So the main doc variable is going to referencing our main workbook, which is the template file, and the target doc object variable is going to referencing the document, the Word document that we'll be creating using VBA. And here I'm going to create my record number variable and total record variable. Okay, now those are the four variables that we need. Now we can go ahead and create our automation. And here I'm going to set my main doc object as active document. Actually, let me do this. I'm going to set that to this document, so that way that in case if you open some other documents, and you're not going to run into any error. And within the main doc object, there's a property called mail merge. And within the mail merge property, we want to open the data source and the name will be the file path, which is the source file path variable value. And the next parameter will be the SQL statement. In here, basically, we're writing a SQL statement to retrieve the records that I want to perform mirror merge. And I'm going to select everything for this exercise. And here, you want to wrap the worksheet name with a square bracket, and followed by the worksheet name database. And since we're referencing Excel worksheet as our table name, we need to insert a $sign at the end and close the table with a square bracket. Now, if we just press F5 to run the mirror merge automation subroutine, and you see that we're not getting any errors, that means that the source file path and the SQL statements are good to go. All right, now let me get the total record from the data source record count. So the total record value is going to tell us how many records that we need to perform mirror merge for. And now we can basically iterate each record one by one to perform the mirror merge. So from the first record to the total record value. And here I'm going to set the data source. Actually, I'm going to set the active record number, not the data source, and to the record number value, as well as the first record and the last record. All right, now let's continue. And here we have a destination property, and that's basically going to send the record information to one of these methods. So we can send the record information to an email or fax or new document or printer. Since I'm going to use this automation to create new documents as well as new PDF file, I'm going to choose WD send to new document and execute. I want to set the pause to false. Now let me put a stop right here. And now if we plus F5 to see the, oops, I have a typo. Let me fix that real quick. And now if we press F5 just to see what we get so far. And as you can see that when we execute the macro, and from this point, we're creating a brand new document with the first record information map. So here we have Apple and Apple's address. Now let me close this document since I know the macro is working and there's no typo or anything. Now I'm going to stop and continue my VBA automation. From the testing, we know that once VBA ran the execute method, and it's going to create a brand new document with the record information. And here we can set the target doc object variable and to the active document, and that's going to be the document that was created using this VBA code right here. And here we can basically do anything we want with the target document. So let me set this to nothing first before I forget. And we can save the documents. We can update the wording, and I mean basically we can do anything we want with it with the target document at this point. But to make things easy, I'm going to basically save the Word document as individual document and as well as a individual PDF file. So here target doc dot save as to, and here we need to provide a file name. So from the folder save path, and that's where our destination folder directory is saved. And I'm going to use the company's name. So let me go ahead and open the Excel file. Over here is my table, and I'm going to use the client name column. So by default, if your column name has a space, so like client name, here I have a space in between. And Microsoft was going to replace the empty space with an underscore symbol. So here I'm going to use my client name as my file name. And so the data source, and there's a property called data field. And here we want to provide the column name that I want to use as the file name. And want to use client underscore file name. Not file name, client underscore name dot value. And I'm going to save this file as just regular Word document. And the Word document format is going to be WD formats documents default. Okay. And I can also using the same target doc object to save this file. Oops, targets dot save as to as a PDF file. Let me just double check. Oh, here's I have a typo. Save. Okay. The data source, the data file, data fields, client name, dot value, and here I'm going to concatenate with the PDF extension name. And now once we finish using the target doc object, we can close the Word document. And I'm going to set the save to false, since I don't want to save the target document. And that's it. So that's pretty much it, guys. And set main doc as nothing. So that will release the memory from the main doc object variable. Oops, here's a typo. Oh, target doc. Right, now this is everything we need. Now let me close this VBA window. And so here's our Word document. So if I go to view, and let me go to destination directory. In here, there's nothing here. Now if I go on the view and macros and run the mail merge underscore automation macro. Okay, looks like the macro finished. Now let me go to my destination folder, and let me sort this by file type. And let me open a random PDF file like Facebook. Oops, seems like I made a mistake. So let me do this. Okay, I know why. So apparently you can't save the PDF file directly, like as you save the Word document. You have to export as a PDF file. So target doc, let's do export as fixed format. And I'm going to set my output file name as folder save. And concatenate with the file name right here. And with the PDF extension name. And for the export format, and it's gonna be WD it's gonna be export format PDF. Okay, now let me try again. So let me delete all the files. Now if I go back to Word documents and view and macros, okay, now let's go back and let me just open a PDF file. Now this time everything works successfully. And here's our PDF file for Facebook and Netflix right here. And here's Netflix address. And here's our Word document for Facebook and Microsoft. Alright guys, so this is everything I want to show you in this tutorial. I think this is something that will save you a lot of time, and especially if you work with admin tasks very often, then this is going to save you tons of time and reduce mistakes. And also if you can automate things like mail merge or documentation creation, and this will really impress your colleague and your boss. Alright, hopefully this video helped you, and thumbs up if you like this video, and don't forget to subscribe. And feel free to leave a comment below if you have question or has any suggestion. Alright, see you guys on the next video. Bye bye.